Hey y'all, my name is Molly Marks, and I am going to be kind of reviewing how my lesson would go for my first graders. Um, could be kindergarten, into kindergarten, beginning of first grade, kind of between, but I'm going to be focusing on, I guess, first grade right now. So basically, what we're going to be doing here is adding or substituting sounds, individual phonemes, in simple one syllable words to make new words. We're going to work with some CVC flashcards, consonant, vowel, consonant cards, where we're going to change the beginning, middle, and ending sounds to make new words. This kind of goes in along with phonics, phonemes, sounds, as well as phonemic awareness. By mastering this skill, the plan is for students to be able to learn to recognize words immediately without having to sound them out. Once they get used to certain sounds and blends, they can then just kind of alter certain letters and see that they are going to kind of say the same thing. The learner should be able to more fluently read words without having to break them into sounds. That is our goal here, and I'm hoping that we have an 85% success rate for the class. And then to get the class started, what I'm going to do is tell the students that we're going to learn how to read new words by just changing the beginning, middle, or ending sounds. I will use CVC flashcards as well as letter cards. We will do this orally as a whole class. So the first thing I'm going to do is review those CVC words that the class has already learned. Just a few basic words like cat, Sam, and Matt. And then I have other ones that we can use. I haven't cut them all out just for this video, but we have also some other ones that we can use as well. So if I was actually teaching this lesson to a class, I would have those out, laminated more than likely, and ready for the class to use. So we will begin with the word cat, and I would ask the class, what is this word? And they would say cat. We would sound it out, at, cat. Okay, so then I would ask the class, okay, class, what if we change the C to a B? What is our new word? And they would say bat, bat. So if we just change one letter or one sound from k to b, we now have bat. So that's going to show them that just by changing one sound, we should be able to read this word. Again, our new word is bat. So then we will say, okay, we'll go over some more where we change this the beginning sound, and then we'll move on to the ending sound. So I will hold up another card, our CVC word, Sam. Okay, Sam, am, Sam. Okay, now what if we change that M into a D? What is our new word? We now have sad, sad. So instead of Sam, we now have sad. So we still have the beginning and middle sound, but now we have a new sound on the end. So we have now changed. Again, we would go through different cards as well, where we change just the ending sound, so the kids can get used to changing the ending sound. Then we would go to our middle sound. We have the word mat, at. Now what if we change our middle sound? What is our new word? Et, et, met. So we would go through again, do some different cards where we change the middle sounding of the words, so that our kids will then be able to decipher. Now, we would continue to do that with flashcards, review those, and then I may just ask the class verbally without letting them see the words and just say, all right, class, if I have the word hat and I change the ending sound to d, what is my new word? Had. We'll just see if they can do that. If not, we'll just go ahead and do some more flashcards. That's kind of a challenge that we may do more at the end of the lesson. And then once we've kind of gone over all of those flashcards, I will then pass out a worksheet. We will do this worksheet together in class as a whole class. What they will do is, you see the instructions here, they have the word cat, The next word is bat. That's a picture of something. So what is this picture of? A bat. At. And then I would ask them, did we change the beginning, middle, or ending sound of the word? Of course, in this case, we have changed the beginning sound. Next, I would have them do the next worksheet by themselves. Again, we're kind of just working with the beginning sound right now. So once they do the beginning sounds and we've mastered those, then we'll pass out worksheets and do middle and then ending. So now we would have the next one where they're going to do it on their own. Once they've completed this on their own, we will then review it as a class. Each kid would have a turn throughout this to kind of participate. Being able to watch how they participate and how they engage with this as a whole group, I will kind of see who's really got this and who doesn't, and that will show me then who I might need to work a little bit extra with. Once we review that as a class, I would then go over what their, as I stated, those are the beginning sounds. We will also have worksheets that have changing the middle sound as well as the ending sound. And then this would be their homework that they would take home with them. They would also have another one that has beginning, middle, and ending sound. I would like for them to do all three of them and bring those back. That's kind of what the lesson would be those worksheets as well as the CVC cards. I will tell the class we've now learned how to read new words just by changing one letter out in the word. Should be simple enough, but you never know. You may have some that are struggling a little bit, so I'll make sure that I move around the classroom throughout the entire lesson, making sure every child has the opportunity to kind of be close to me and be able to have the opportunity to answer some of my questions throughout. I'll also review some of the words multiple times, asking students to read the words. Any earlier finishers, I will have some additional worksheets they can work on as far as the beginning, middle, and ending sounds. We're going to, like I said, review that worksheet as far as remediation or reteaching. That's when we're going to review the worksheet that they've done individually. That's kind of us getting the opportunity to reteach the students what they may not have kind of caught when we were doing it individually. Any opportunities that I have for students to expand the understanding of this would possibly be a game that we could do on their computers or on the big board, the smart board, as a class, and give students the opportunity to kind of maybe teach the class. You know, if we have some that are doing really well in this, they can come up and help me. I will assess the students through this by the oral responses during the lesson, also from their individual worksheets that they completed, as well as when I get their homework sheets back, I can kind of look and see how well they did on their homework on their own to know if I need to maybe do some one-on-one with some of the students. I will know whether or not they met their outcomes by how successful their results are from the homework. Because they don't have me and we're not reviewing it in class, they will be at home doing it on their own. I think that this is a great lesson for students. Maybe some of the questions, the HOTS questions that I can ask them during the lesson. Maybe in the beginning, why do I think it's important for them to be able to read words by just changing one sound? Hopefully their answers will be so that we can start to recognize words immediately. First grade, they may not be able to say that exactly, but hopefully they kind of say around about that. How do you think this is going to help you become a better reader? And how do you think this will be helpful for you to be able to read larger words? Like I said, this is something that I think is very important. I have done reading interventions with students in the past, and this is something that we did work on, was beginning, middle, and ending sound changes. It does help students to be able to recognize words immediately. Most all kids know the word cat. Most all kids know the word bat. So if we can just change a word here or there or a letter here or there, they should be able to start more fluently being able to speak and read these words. Again, this is my lesson. I know it's not the greatest, but I hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you. Y'all have a good day.